General Hospital spoilers reveal momentous decisions, a dangerous caper, a big return, and so much more. You won't want to miss a moment of this exciting episode. Chase, Josh Swickard, waited a whole season for the Civilian Review Board to rehear his case, but the day finally arrived, and Brooke Lynn, Amanda Setton, stepped up to put in a good word and defend Chase's actions. While Chase was grateful, he wasn't sure if he could forgive her, or even if his words would do the trick. Finally, Chase learns what they decide and whether he will ever be a cop again and partner up with Dante to fight Port Charles crime. He never wanted to be a singer to begin with, and rejoining the force will be a dream come true. Too bad he doesn't realize that Brooke Lynn may have also called in a bit of a favor on Chase's behalf. As for Chase's dad, well, Alexis, Nancy Lee Grahn, is quite alarmed with Gregory Harrison, passed out at her feet and immediately calls for help. Holly, Emma Sams, knows more about Victor's, Charles Shaughnessy, plans than anyone else, except his hostages on the Haunted Star, of course. Felicia Christina Wagner finally tracked her down to enlist her old friend's help, and now it's time to get to work. They start with an auction with a prized item Victor put up for bid. When Holly sees that the item is her son, Ethan James Ryan, along with the right to kill him, she quickly bids the $1 million asking price, but finds herself in danger when she tries to see her winnings. This 2023 Ice Princess story started over a year ago, in 2022, when Tracy Jane Elliott returned to town to announce that Luke Tony Jerry was dead and attend his funeral. She ended up fleeing town after she was accused of stealing the Ice Princess, but now she is back. Will she be able to help our crime-fighting PC pals figure out what Victor has been up to with the diamonds, or is she back just to cause trouble for her forever bickering family? Willow Ketlin McMullen continues to plan for the potential end of her life, and that plan includes the quickie wedding of her dreams. She already made sure that Carly Laura Wright would try to make help Michael, Chad Duell, and Sonny, Morris Bernard, make peace with one another. Now she has to make some peace herself. She tells Michael that there is someone else they need to invite to their wedding for it to be complete. Are Nina, Cynthia Watrous, and Sonny's dreams about to come true? In case you missed these from last Friday, Soap Hub has your weekly General Hospital spoilers all in one place. They let you know what your favorite Port Charles power players will be up to in the days ahead. So be sure to get a jump on this week's action by clicking here. General Hospital airs weekdays on ABC. For more about what's coming up in Port Charles, check out all the latest that's been posted on GH Spoilers, and for an in-depth look at the show's history, click here. The best place for true soap fans to be is our Facebook groups. Have you joined? If you love soap spoilers, gossip, and fans as dedicated as yourself, check out Days of Our Lives fans, General Hospital exclusive, the young and the restless fans, and the bold and the beautiful fans. Victor and his captives were the main focus of this week's episodes of General Hospital, and we finally learned what Victor's ultimate plan is, and boy did the internet have a field day with it. Back in Port Charles, Willow's moving up her wedding. Sonny knew all along, and Gladys continues to be a terrible human being. I'd been speculating for a few weeks in my General Hospital soapbox columns that Victor was planning to freeze the world and usher in a new ice age, joking that it was a plot straight out of a terrible Batman film. Well, it turns out his plan is actually to unleash a deadly pathogen into the world because the Earth's population is out of control and becoming a strain on the environment and resources. The pathogen would basically wipe out a good portion of the population and set things back in balance. The internet immediately jumped on this as the plot of Avengers, Infinity War, and Endgame. To be fair, the DC Universe also did this plot as a story in the Batman universe with a pathogen as well, but more people know the Marvel storyline. Needless to say, a lot of the internet has found this big reveal, after 2 years of hearing about Victor's big secret plan, a bit of a letdown. Been there, done that, and seen the epic blockbusters. Now and we have the fate of the world in the hands of who, Spencer and Trina? Are they making Spryna the next Luke and Laura Whoa? Did Spencer take some of that Captain America super soldier juice? ABC screenshot. One thing this storyline has allowed is some fun flashbacks. We saw a very young Laura on the then Titan as she tried to recall where Victor might be headed. Please give us more flashbacks as this storyline wraps up. She suspects Victor could be headed to a bunker in Venezuela, and Felicia said she knew the perfect person to help them get there and to Victor. No doubt this is how Holly Sutton will return. Like everyone else, I'm waiting to see how this plays out before passing judgment, though for some the Marvel thing is too much to swallow. But I do know if this was happening back in the 80s, I think I might enjoy this storyline a lot more because they'd actually have the budget to go to a remote location to film the ending. Sadly, we're probably going to be left with some really bad jungle sets, or just the inside of a bunker. Spoiler talk ahead, skip to the next paragraph if you want to be spoiler-free. We already know Victor's time on the soap is coming to an end, as Charles Shaughnessy has said Victor will get one hell of a send-off. We also know Constance Towers' Helena Cassadine is set to make 2 appearances next month. My hope? Victor escapes or is presumed dead by everyone, only to later be shown imprisoned in some dank cell where Helena laughs at him, while we also find out she's acquired the comatose Nicholas. Oh, and by the way, when in the heck is that storyline with Ava and Austin going to resume? It's just fallen off the face of the earth. Back in Port Charles, with Obrecht having been kidnapped, Willow is once again crying about her time running out, so she's decided to move up her and Michael's wedding too. Well, immediately. Realistically, Willow should have been dead weeks ago at this point, if not from leukemia, then the dehydration from constantly weeping. And normally soap weddings are something fans look forward to because they know something is going to hit the fan during the ceremony. But Michael and Willow's wedding? Meh, she'll probably just pass out before she can say, I do. And Nina will likely cry because she wasn't invited. Ezen's reaction to Ace being kidnapped and Laura's being there to comfort her were amazing scenes. Laura and Ezen's relationship really shines when they are together, and it makes me sad to think that at some point, the old Ezen is likely to come back. Hopefully she won't revert back to who she was, even if she remembers everything she did. The revelation that Sunny has known about Joss and Dex all along wasn't shocking, but the look on Joss' face was priceless. Joss admitting nobody likes to be lied to, while she's been lying left and right to so many in her life, was also gold. Coupled with this revelation, along with Michael seemingly being moved when Sunny reached out to him, is Michael still going to go through with this plan of his to take his father down? Especially knowing Sunny is working to help locate Obrecht and Victor in order to save Willow. As if Michael hasn't been insufferable enough with the plot to take Sunny down, his relative Gladys is just as bad in her intent to frame Cody. At least Cody pointed out the idiocy in this case against him, such as stealing a bracelet and just leaving it in his jacket pocket while he went on stage to strip. It also seems nobody bothered to fingerprint the bracelet as he suggested. At least we got a somewhat explanation for why Cody hasn't ratted out Gladys, though it was fuzzy at best. Selena's poker games are a secret, one that if exposed because of Gladys could cause issues for Sasha, and of course, Cody likes his kneecaps where they are. However, how else is Cody going to get out of this if not by exposing Gladys and her motives? Daddy Mac to the rescue. Trina seems to be the catalyst that will bring Curtis and Portia back together, and I'm guessing she'll be injured at some point, which will require some medical procedure that makes it crucial to find out who her biological father is. I mean, Trina even foreshadowed as much when she ripped into her mother over her secret, saying a medical emergency would have exposed the truth in time. Friday's show once again had Chase still going off about how he can't trust Brooklyn, and Alexis worried about Gregory and his health crisis. Frankly, just wrap both these stories up, as they're taking up time that could be used for other storylines. That's all my thoughts for this week, and as always, they are only my opinions. Join in the conversation and leave yours in the comments below.